Okay, well, I'm hoping for some good news here. I'm hoping that the queen is laying a lot of eggs and that the worker bees are drawing out comb so she has places to lay eggs. I'm hoping the eggs, some of the eggs have been capped and turned into larvae and capped, so I know that their population is being replenished. And yeah, I'm just hoping for good news like that. Hoping to see the queen. So let's find out. They seem to be eating the pollen patty. That's not a great sign. There's some pollen in here and a little bit of liquid honey, but I don't see any eggs. I don't really see much difference from last week. This has been made for a few weeks now. It really hasn't changed. So not impressed. It looks like some of the worker bees are working on this comb, but they don't seem to really want to do anything with it. Totally haven't touched any of these. These are old, drawn out comb. I can tell they're dirt. Maybe that's part of the issue. I don't know. I don't know. Hard to know what to do, and they're not doing great things. But I'm going to remove this frame. Hopefully there's a lot of good stuff going on down here. Maybe I should have the pollen patty down here. Okay, yeah, so that's somewhat encouraging. This is all new, and there is eggs in them. I'd like to see more, but this is a good start. Some pollen inside here. I don't see the queen. So, hope the angle's right here. You can probably see like little, hopefully you can see eggs in there. What's interesting, oh, there's the queen. She's working on this side here, so see her right there. She's looking for places to put her eggs. I can barely see through this in the sun, and I see that she's put eggs on the back side here too. She's really trying to, on the other side of this, but on the back side, these combs have two sides. So they're trying to scramble to find places to put eggs, I think. That's what I'm interpreting. What do I know? So what I'm seeing here is good. All that covered area is capped brood, which means that there's larvae in there that have reached a certain age. They filled the rest of the cell with food and then they capped it. The bee will, you know, it will hatch or whatever and it'll poke its way out. On this side I see some eggs down here in an area where there's some pollen inside some of these cells. The ones that don't have pollen have eggs, so that's good. I see some capped brood in here, but I also see some larvae that are about ready to be capped, like in this area here. So that's good. I'm still behind. And then there's some honey there, so okay. Yeah, so in here, this is another, I wish it would drew this, see they made honeycomb here, I wish they'd make honeycomb all the way around it, but I do see inside here, there are eggs. I don't know if they'll show up. So whatever there is, probably several hundred little cells, right? So, you know, couple hundred anyways, and so those will be new bees. That's good. Same thing here. They haven't, I wish they'd make more comb through this area, that's what it's here for, but they did make some comb here. And it's eggs. There's eggs in there. I hope it's showing up. Try to move it slow. You might be able to see the little white eggs in there. Same thing here. So the queen has been busy moving around. She's just looking for places to drop the eggs. I would hope that this would have been all, you know, ready for her to put eggs in, because if it isn't drawn out, if it's this black stuff, like you can't grow a baby bee on that, but you can grow baby bees inside this. Same story here, so it's a little more encouraging than last week for sure. More of this frame has been drawn out, they call it, made comb, and this is actually honey. This is the real deal, capped honey. It's all ready to go. But there's some brood in here that's capped brood, and then I see there's larvae in here, and then I see there's some eggs too, so they're working at it. Same thing with this side. I hope that shows up because there's a nice story here. Like down here is, it's hard for me to see in this viewfinder, there's eggs, but if you look here, there's really small larvae, then there's bigger larvae, and then these ones are capped off. Same thing over on this margin here. So yeah, she's healthy. She's trying to lay eggs. And it looks like the bees are trying to provide her with places to lay eggs, but I'd like to see more drawn out comb. So this is an old frame. This was already done. The bees didn't do this. They didn't do this side either. It looks to me like this is, I don't know if you can see the wetness in there. That's going to be honey, it looks like. So they've kind of decided or dedicated this one to more honey than eggs. There's no eggs inside here. Maybe the queen doesn't like it for some reason, but it does look like they're making food stores, so that's good. It's sort of hard to know what to do. If it's going to work. But maybe I should put this pollen patty on this level so they can get to it. I don't know. Although they're really making some progress. I think I'll just stick with the program. And again, the queen hasn't really been up here. I guess that's okay. But some of the bees are, so not doing a lot, but I don't know. I guess that's okay for now. I have a hunch these are dirty in the bees in there. Well, they've got room to grow. That's good. Okay.